So this morning, I'm going someplace I haven't been to in a year, and I'm probably going to regret it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. So what I said a moment ago about regretting where I'm going to Salvation Army. It's Wednesday and they call it Wacky Wednesday down here because everything is 50% off. And from what I remember, it gets a little chaotic. It's a small store. The crowd, I guess you could say it's kind of like going to the bins on a bad day. It's already the same rudeness as at the bins. I'm sitting here, there's a line, and these women just walk up and go right in front of me. I say something, they just look at me like they don't care. There is a line forming, and not one of these women care. They just walk up and get on line. No line, they don't care. Rude. No respect, anybody. Look what this has turned into. About 20 people packing in front of the door. No line. Just cutting in front of me one after the next. They don't care. I'm going, thank you, sir. Animals. Alright, I need to decompress for a minute. Whew. Now I know why I haven't come here in a year. But let me tell you something. If you ever, and I mean ever,
forever, 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 ever, forever, ever,
hear me speak about, or you see me come here in a video to Salvation Army on a half-off day, you need to put in the comments, Steve, you're a moron, and then quickly unsubscribe to my channel because it means the train has gone off the tracks and I have lost my mind, and you should not listen to anything I have to say. Because that was out of control. That made the bins look like Sunday dinner. Man, animals in that place. You saw how they cut the line? 20 of them. The guy I was talking at the front door, an older guy, said a few weeks ago, they bum rushed like that at the door and knocked the guy over, and he got hurt and he called the cops and like 4 women got arrested. I saw people dropping things and not picking them up. The floors were covered in clothes and hangers and shoes. My God. I will never, ever, ever come to this store on a half-off day again. Now, with that said, let's go to St. Vincent de Paul. Alright, just got some gas and getting a car wash. St. Vincent de Paul, there was no parking spaces, it was crowded. Probably an overflow from Salvation Army. So I just went right on by. We're not going to go there. One bright spot at Salvation Army is I did meet a viewer. She stopped me and recognized me, which is pretty cool. It doesn't happen too often. So Sally, it was nice to meet you. She's just starting out her reselling journey, so keep at it and you'll do well. Alright, so we time warp. It's now 10:15 at night. When I came home from that craziness, I ate lunch. I packed up a few orders I had to get out. When I picked up my son from school, we went by the post office, put them all out on the loading dock, came home, and I just kind of chilled out for the rest of the day. Just had some dinner, watched a little TV with my wife, and now I'm packing up orders that have come in since about 3 o'clock till now. I got 4 orders to go out, and since this morning's crazy run was so quick, there's probably like only a couple of minutes of footage for this. I'm going to carry this video into tomorrow, and we're going to go to the bins. So what's interesting about these 3 sales is they all have the same exact buy cost. They all take the same exact amount of work to photo and to pack and ship, but they have 3 different profit margins or price points. The Levi's I'm only making $14 net on. The Lucky Brands, I'm making 19 change on. The L Bean, I'm making $24 on. All three are the same. Slip them into a bag, slip them into a padded flat rate. Done. So let me pose this question to you with that being said. When you're sourcing, do you take into consideration your back end work or basically your shipping? So for instance, the pair of Levi's that I'm only making $14 on cost me $2 at the bins. When you source, do you think about what it's going to take effort-wise at the end to know whether you should really pick up that item or not? So for instance, I have this Carnival glass vase. This thing weighs like 8 pounds. I just haven't listed it. I've had it for a few months. Okay? When I sell this, I should make 40 to 50 bucks on it. Now, if you were to find something like this, and you're only going to make $10 or $15 on it, would you pick that up, knowing the packing that's going to be involved in something like that? So the way I see it, when you're a new reseller, you pretty much only think of two things. What's it cost and what's it sell for? But if you're only doing that, you need to say, what does it cost? What is it going to sell for? And then what is the sell-through rate? Is it a fast seller or is it a slow seller? And then at that point, you want to go one step farther. And you want to say, what's it cost? What's it sell for? What's the sell-through rate, fast or slow? And then, what is my shipping situation? That is a confusing part for new sellers, the shipping. But once you do it long enough, it becomes autopilot and you don't even think about it. When I buy something, I quickly say, how am I going to ship this? And in my head, bing, I already know exactly what box I'm going to put it in pretty much, or what envelope or what package. So that comes in time. But a pair of Levi's cost me $2. I'm only making $14 profit. I'm happy with that because I put into a clear poly, I stick into a padded flat rate, and it's done. That takes me not even a minute. Something like this. If I was only making 14 bucks on this, that would be a pass. Because the shipping and packing that's going to be involved in something like that is too much work for that money. So as you progress, those are just things you should really be thinking about. So I don't want to preach, just my thoughts. You can take it or leave it, but it's really something to consider when you're sourcing. So with that said, I'm going to pack these jeans up into these envelopes, call it a night, and in the morning, we'll continue this video and go to the bins. Alright, how are we doing? It's the next morning. Gonna go hit the bins. It's about 7:45 and they open at 8 o'clock. There goes my man driving. He just recently got his license. He doesn't have a car yet. So he drives my wife's car to school every day just to keep practicing. And then she brings, the car back just to drop him off. But let me tell you something, as a parent, there's nothing more nerve-wracking than when your kid starts driving. If you don't have kids yet, when that day comes, remember what I'm saying. You're going to dread it. It's so nerve-wracking. Unless maybe if you live in the country and there's not much traffic. Alright, we're at the bins. Let's get online and get some good stuff. So they are really changing out a lot today. They changed out the hard good aisle. They changed out 1, 2, and now they're doing a third time for the clothing. And it's only 9:30, so they're doing a lot of changes, which is good. Got a bunch of like random stuff. No home runs, but doing okay. So I'm waiting for them to bring out the rest of this aisle. We got to stay back, and I see a single stitch right in front of me. So I can see that it's some type of vintage graphic t-shirt sitting there. I don't know what it was, but where I have it circled, I was able to see the sleeve sticking out, and I can see that it's single stitch. So I know I'm positioning myself to grab it as soon as they blow the whistle. As soon as they blow that whistle, I gotta snag it. The whistle blew and I grabbed it right away. I just know it's a single stitch. And I honestly haven't even looked to see what it is yet. Okay, so the only thing I've looked at is the tag. Obviously it's a single stitch vintage. So it's a vintage Looney Tunes. I do not know what print it is. I'm going to put it in my bag without looking at it, and we'll look at it when I get home together. Alright, so we're back home. First we're going to go over what I picked up yesterday at the Salvation Madhouse. It was 50% off, Wacky Wednesday. The first two pairs, I got I got 6 items. All shorts, oddly enough. I didn't find anything else. Everything 50% off. Every brand and style of what it is, I have sold before. So I know they're going to sell. The first 2 pair were marked $4.99, so they're $2.50 each. And then the other 4 pair are all marked $6.99, which makes them $3.50 each. So I spent a total of, I think, $19. So let me show you what they are. Okay, so the first 2 pair are Under Armour women's running shorts. Both exact same style, just in different colorways. Kind of like the short style. One in black and gray. Got the Under Armour band. This one's in like a plum color with like that pattern underneath. So these sell, I've sold them before. These are both size medium, so this would be a bundle. Next pair up, Billabong submersibles. These are what I talk about when I talk about hybrid shorts. You can see right there, Billabong submersibles. It's like a bathing suit, also just a regular, everyday short. These would probably go for about 15, 17, maybe 18 bucks. Pair, brand new with tag, PGA Tour. Just like a khaki. It's got a leg pocket. Just a men's short. I want to pick this up if it wasn't new with tag. These would probably go again about 17, 18 bucks. Kind of like a dark teal blue almost. Nike Golf Tour Performance Dry Fit. Just another golf short. And then this, one of my favorite brands, Vineyard Vines Breaker short, it's called. Feels like the hybrid shorts, got that that quick dry material. Vineyard Vines, so it's like a blue khaki short. Alright, now let's check out what we got at the bins today. And I have not looked at that shirt. Alright, let me find it. Where is it? Here it is, right here. It's exciting. It could be a home run or it could be nothing. Well, it can't be nothing because I know it's vintage and it's a Looney Tunes. So, the question is, what is it going to be? It looks a little dingy and needs a good bath. But like I showed you earlier, it's got a Looney Tunes tag, made in USA. It's a size 3X. Wow, it's a big shirt. Alright, let's see what it is. Wow, this could be a good one. What's it say? Totally out of control. Alright, let's keep the bins going. I'm just going to pull things from my bag. Got a New Era Miami Dolphins NFL equipment bucket hat. I didn't look this up, I just grabbed it. It says Road Rash Motorcycles, Superior Choppers Born to Ride. American flag with New York City skyline. Probably the Brooklyn Bridge right there. Some buildings. It's also got the print on the back. I found this Van Gogh t-shirt. Women's, I believe. It's a size large. Print is just on the front. And the tag is Van Gogh Museum. Tag says Van Gogh Museum, Amsterdam. So I don't know if this is a souvenir directly from there or not. But I looked them up and this looked like it had comps of about almost 20 bucks. And now this item, I don't know why I grabbed it, but I did. It's a USPS plush truck. Kind of silly. I don't think it has much value. If it's 12 bucks, I'll list it. If not, maybe I just stick it on my shelf near my desk. Something cool for, a shipping office, this, I believe, says made in USA. Disney Mickey Mouse pillowcase. This is a pair of O'Neill, is the brand. Hybrid shorts, they're board shorts. But these three that were sitting in a bin just like that. And when they blew the whistle, I grabbed them right away. I saw some lady eyeing them up. First one is the Green Lantern. It's a fitted hat. DC Comics. Still got the cardboard inside. Thwip. But when I look at the back, it's something to do with Spider-Man. It's got the spider in the bill. Little Spider-Man embroidery there. Cardboard inside. The Flash embroidered on the back. Still got the cardboard. No, this one doesn't have the cardboard. That I didn't know what it was, but it seemed interesting, so I threw it on my lap and I looked at it afterwards. And it's got Sesame Street characters on it. Ernie, Bert, that's Elmo, I think. And then some kind of, looks like a, I don't know what that is. But they got X's in all their eyes. I don't know if that shows up. Then when I look, the sleeve, single stitch sleeve. So I was like, oh, maybe it's vintage. But then it's got the pressed label. So it's not vintage. Alright, so then of course after the bins I went by that one local spot. And that's the place that always does $1 clothing. All the time. You can't beat that for a thrift store that has a good amount of clothing and they always get good stuff. So let me show you what I picked up there. So I got two Luxor Las Vegas hats. Plain white Luxor, got the rope. Then I always find jeans there. First pair, Armani jeans, and they're the J21 regulars. The pair of Wranglers. I don't usually mess with Wranglers too much, but the ones with the square leather patch on the back, I usually pick up to like a cowboy cut or a boot cut. I forgot what it's called. But these usually go about 18 or 20 bucks. Then I got a pair of BKE 67 jeans. These are distressed. You can see the pocket. And it's like that throughout the legs. The cuffs are frayed. Don't be afraid to buy jeans that are distressed. People don't mind it. There's holes on the legs. Distressed is good. Dirty is bad. Found a pair of these gloves. $1. I don't know if they wrapped them in this tape. But these are vintage. The brand is Aris, A-R-I-S. Says it down the side. Red leather ski gloves. Alright, found this Anchor Hocking Fire King mug. It's like this greenish color. It doesn't glow. It's a number 4. Made in USA, Anchor Hocking Fire King. And I saw a set of these, but I didn't see a single one. But you never know, someone might need a replacement. So for $1, I took a chance. So that was everything I picked up. Now here's all the comps. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.